Today we live as Americans. However, many of us may not be from here. However, we share the benefits and the rights that we get as Americans. I myself have taken several history courses and have researched this topic specifically for this presentation. Any citations and references will be paraphrased and will be added to the works cited page at the end of this presentation. In order to understand the American Revolution, we will discuss taxes, the Declaration of Independence, and the Battle of Yorktown. First, we will discuss taxes. For example, here on the visual aid, there was a tax on tea. Taxes were the leading factor that started the American Revolution. Professor Weston from the University of Kentucky Law stated that Britain came in and gave up land to Canada and the French. Therefore, Britain was in debt, and the only way that they could make up their losses was to tax the American colonies. He stated that in page 2. Weston also continued saying that the Englishmen didn't feel that they needed to pay these taxes because they were not a part of Europe or Great Britain. That was also on page 4. Dr. Poussin from Charles Darwin University states that taxes were the handmaiden of the revolution. Therefore, if taxes do not come into play, there would have never been a revolution and America would have never gained its freedom. Now, we have discussed taxes, but first, America declared its independence through the Declaration of Independence. The Declaration of Independence stated to the world and to Great Britain that America was going to be free. Professor Pankak from Penn State University stated that the Declaration of Independence was made to gain foreign support and as well as to rile up and motivate people in America so that way they would fight for the revolution. That was stated on page 225. As you can see here on the visual aid, here are the founding fathers signing the Declaration of Independence, which was also an act of treason against Great Britain. Professor Pankak continued saying that the U.S. colonies were denied the rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Therefore, they had the right to revolt, as stated in page 229. Pankak also stated that the Declaration of Independence was a model for other countries that also wanted to gain their own freedom through the revolution, through fighting their own battles. We have discussed taxes and the Declaration of Independence. However, you also have to be able to win a war to fight for your freedom. The Battle of Yorktown was the deciding factor that led to the freedom of the United States of America. A diary from Josiah Conrad Dola, a Great Britain soldier, stated that on October 19th, troops surrendered under the command of General Cornwallis. That was page 2 of his diary. And we also have some pictures here of the Battle of Yorktown, of Great Britain surrendering as well. Dola continued and stated that French and American soldiers gave up and took over their storehouses, their magazines, their weapons. That was also stated on page 2 of his diary. George Tucker, lieutenant colonel and French interpreter, stated that 3,273 men surrendered on the York side of the river. That is based off encyclopediavirginia.org. Lastly, the American Revolution was decided and based off of taxes, the Declaration of Independence, and the Battle of Yorktown. Now, every day we have to think about these things. Why? Because we are still fighting for our freedom today. It may not be from Great Britain, but we are still fighting our enemies, and we still have troops overseas fighting for our rights and our freedom. Therefore, even though this happened back many years ago, we are still continuously fighting for our freedom, and I think that's something that we should continue to think about every day. And even then, here is also the works cited page. There is the Diary of Dola, Dr. Poussin, Dr. Pankak, and also Professor Weston. Thank you very much. Did you stop?